Welcome back to another episode of Tie 2 for Sports. Um, this is Saturday. You see the title is a big Saturday basketball. We got NBA and NCAA basketball. We're gonna start off with the college. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Tie24 Sports. Along with donate to the channel at the Cash App down at the bottom. You see the Cash App $ Ty Rebel 22. All right, so with our college picks, I like Houston money line. I like Clemson money line. I like North Carolina money line. I like Arizona money line. Louisville against SMU at home money line. Arkansas to beat Kentucky, with Arkansas being at home. Plus that's the Calipari Bowl, so you know he's gonna be up for that against his old school. And then we got Gonzaga money line against St. Mary for the late night game. I would split some of them up. I don't like having tickets at different times. I like have them through so you can look later on. But y'all do what y'all want to do. It's up to y'all. Y'all the gamblers. We got NBA games, and I'm gonna come back to this when we go to ESPN in a second. So NBA games, I wanted to. I got that question mark by the Heat because they just beat the Bulls and they playing them again, but we at home, so it's hard to beat the same team twice. But the Heat it seemed like they got the Bulls number. Houston for the night game, I got them money line. I got Philly money line. And I got San Antonio money line and -2.5 going against the Hornets. The Hornets, they've been winning a little bit, but Wembyama and supporting cast, they doing some big things over there in Houston, man. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna keep showing the picks back and forth, but I just want to pull up ESPN real quick, give you that view. Matter of fact, I'm gonna spotlight it for a second, then I'll come back. So let's start off with the college slate. So instead of top 25, we this Saturday we're gonna go through all the games. So it's gonna be a little rapid fire. I pop in and pop out. Okay, so we starting off ESPN. We got Duke and Virginia Tech. I did not put this on the ticket because this is a competitive game. I didn't put it on the ticket. But if I had to go with anything, I'll go Duke money line because they're at Virginia Tech, meaning they're on the road. You see, Virginia Tech is 16-6. They're not a bad ACC team. Don't let them badmouth ACC basketball. Is still the best out there. I know the SEC has came up also. Then we got Cincinnati at Houston at 12 o'clock at noon. I already gave you Houston money line. If you want to do points, let's do 8.5. But that's still kind of pushing it. It's a Saturday. Cincinnati gonna be up for that. Okay, now we got UCF against Texas Tech. I believe I did not pick this one. Let's go back to the college picks real quick. I'm going back and forth. Yeah, I did not put this on the ticket because UCF is strong at home. They are strong at home. You see the line is only -5.5, so people already know. They already know. Looking at that, let's do UCF. Maybe can we do a UCF +6.5? UCF +7.5. I mean, Vegas already telling you they not that confident in Texas Tech, which is number 11 in the country. Okay, now we got Pittsburgh at Clemson. I think this a wash. If you want to take the points, buy it down to 8.5. But Clemson definitely gonna beat a bad Pittsburgh team. Clemson on fire at home. Winthrop against Asheville. Winthrop easy. You can money line that 9.5. I take that. I just didn't put it on the ticket, but I take that. Okay, now we got Marquette at Seton Hall. Don't let the names fool you. But they giving Marquette a nice line. They saying Seton Hall -6.5. I would risk that. Put a couple dollars on that. I would risk that. Okay, we got Georgetown on TNT at noon, visiting Butler. Georgetown 11-10. They're not a bad team. They scrappy in the Big East. Butler favored by 5.5. I just do the Butler money line. I think Georgetown gonna give them a game. All right, now we got NC State at Wake Forest. I would take NC State money line, but I would not give them the points. Matter of fact, leave that alone. Wake Forest, I think Wake Forest may win. That'd probably be the first upset I'm predicting today. Okay, Ball State Toledo. Toledo money line, easy. Don't give them no points because I don't know about that. Okay, Campbell and William and Mary. William and Mary -8.5. I take that. I saw them the other night. I'm impressed. Stony Brook and Elon. Stony Brook and Elon. Elon -3.5. I'm gonna trust Vegas on this one. I'm gonna take the 3.5, and I'm gonna take no. Elon money line. Don't touch that 3.5. Maybe through a 1.5. All right, now we got Greensboro at the Citadel. Stay away from that. Two teams that suck. Okay. Then we got a Valpo against Indiana State. Indiana State -2.5. Stay away from that. Holy Cross against Army. I would go. Nah, we're gonna stay away from that. Okay, now Utah State is hosting San Diego State. Remember, San Diego State made that Final Four run the same year as Miami about 2-3 years ago. Not that mean anything now, but I want to stay away from that one too. All right, DePaul visiting Xavier. Ooh, I want to say DePaul. Either stay away from it or go plus 6.5 for DePaul. Don't outright pick them, but it won't be a blowout. Xavier will not blow them out. Okay, Robert Morris visiting um, Fort Wayne. Uh, Stay away from that one. Stay away from that. So now that's something we're more familiar with. LSU visiting South Carolina. They're giving LSU 2.5. I go money line LSU. That could be a 1-point game, a buzzer beater or something. Texas A&M visiting Georgia. Stay away from that. Virginia visiting Boston College. They -12.5. Just go money line Virginia. Don't get them no points. All right, Arizona in a rivalry game. They #1 in the country. They 21-0 visiting 11-10 Arizona State. That badly needs a win. They won't get it today. We're gonna go Arizona money line. If you get Arizona 5.5, or really 8.5. 8.5 would be cool. Now we got Carolina visiting Georgia Tech. This is on the ticket, but I did not give you the points because Georgia Tech is a scrappy team. They're going to give Carolina kind of a game. I can see that being like a 4-point win or something. So 3.5 if you can get that. All right, now SMU. This is kind of risky, but I took a little risk. I took Louisville money line. It says -9.5. Just do the money line. Okay, we got Colgate and Lehigh. Let's stay away from that. You know what? No, I take that back. Moneyline Colgate. They'll win. All right, we're gonna stay away from that. All right, George Washington hosting on Fordham. Let's go moneyline George Washington. This is another good one. Ohio State at Wisconsin. Ooh, stay away from it. I'll live bet it. Okay, Ohio at Buffalo. Buffalo at home -3.5. Let's take the -3.5. I like Buffalo to protect their crown. Okay, Drexel hosts North Carolina A&T. Moneyline Drexel. All right, we got Mercer -18.5 versus VMI. See if you can get it down to like minus like 14.5. Texas and Oklahoma. I like this one. They got Texas -1.5. So that's basically a money line game. I'm gonna go with, you know what? Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. Yeah, let's not get too antsy. I want to find easy wins, man. You want to find easy wins. Don't throw your money away. Okay, you got Arizona's Arkansas State hosting Marshall. I would go with Arkansas State with the points, -3.5. I like it. Okay, Northern Illinois at Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio not getting no respect. They only ranked 24, but they're 21-0. I'm gonna go with let's go with a 14.5. Miami of Ohio -14.5. Okay, we getting later in the day. We got Baylor visiting West Virginia. Let's go West Virginia money line. All right, and now we got the U. We got Cal visiting the U. I like Miami to win money line, but don't take those 10.5 points. That's a lot of points. I mean, these are equally matched teams. Cal is 15-6, but Miami will defend the crown. But they probably gonna go back and forth a little bit, and then Miami will kind of stretch it out at the end. But you don't want to be you don't want that on your nerves. Okay, Georgia Southern and Louisiana. This game was actually rescheduled, so that's why I don't want to do that one. Okay, the big game on ESPN of the day. College Game Day is hosting it right now as we speak. BYU at Kansas at 4:00. I'm gonna go with Kansas, but I'm not gonna go with that 3.5 though. Just money line Kansas. All right. Okay, now we got Indiana visiting UCLA. Two blue bloods. Definition of blue bloods. You got to take UCLA And you got to take the -4.5. Let's do the points, baby. They'll cover. Know what? No, they won't. I take that back. I don't want to mislead you. Just take UCLA to win. Money line. All right. Ole Miss at Vanderbilt. Ole Miss a special place in my heart. I don't think we necessarily win, but they got the -10.5. Let's go Ole Miss plus 10.5. They won't lose by more than 10. Okay, Florida State favored by 2.5 against a good Stanford team. Stay away from that. Now we got Notre Dame visiting Syracuse. Syracuse -4.5. Just money line Syracuse. That's gonna be a tough game. We got Kentucky visiting Arkansas. I already told you my pick. Arkansas money line. Do not take that 6.5. Even though I can see a 3.5. Cause I feel like they're gonna try to run the score up on them boys once they got the win. USC hosting Rutgers. I'll just money line USC. No. Yeah, no. Take it off. I can see Rutgers getting a upset with that one. Okay, we got UConn visiting Creighton. They're only favored by 7.5. UConn gonna win again. Money line it. All right, we got Washington visiting Northwestern. They got Northwestern -1.5. Stay away from that. All right, Auburn visiting Tennessee. I like Tennessee money line. And that's gonna be pretty much everything. Didn't I have a Gonzaga game? Okay, there we go. This is gonna be the last one. So St. Mary's visiting Gonzaga. Take Gonzaga money line. If you're gonna do the spread, see how the game's going. Usually Gonzaga get blowouts, but St. Mary is no joke. You see they 19-3. I don't know why they're not ranked. So I would just go money line Gonzaga. Now let's get over to the NBA. This is gonna be much shorter. I know I kind of went on and on with the college basketball thing, but NBA is gonna be nice and quick. So we got a noon game on Prime. So if you're a Prime member, you got Amazon Prime. All you gotta do is download the app, and you'll be able to see that game free as part of your Prime membership. We got Wembyama. They're -3.5. That's a great line, but I feel like they setting us up for such a good team. Why is the line so low? They on the road against Charlotte. Money line. Money line. We're not taking the bait, baby. Money line the Spurs. Okay, the Hawks and the Pacers. I stayed away from this as far as the ticket. Let me put back up the NBA, matter of fact. But I stayed away from this as far as the ticket. But the Hawks and the in the Pacers. They got Atlanta -1.5. I guess you could do that if you want to do that. I'll single bet that. You don't want that to ruin no parlay. Okay, I'm sorry, the Sixers favored by 10.5 over the Pelicans. Uh, I would just take Philly. Money line. Don't try to play with no points. The Heat, they giving them 4.5 against the Bulls. Take that. If they gonna win, if you're gonna rock with them, take that. If they win, they'll win big again. I think the Bulls gonna lay down. Okay, we got the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. I'm going with the Timberwolves, but I'm not giving no points. All right, now we got the Rockets hosting the Mavericks -10.5. Let's get that down to 8.5. But on the ticket, I got it money line. So you see all the picks. So we're gonna go back through it one more time. For NBA, I got San Antonio Spurs on money line. I got Philly -2.5. Or money line. I got the Heat money line, but I got that question mark because they are playing Chicago for the second time, so it can be kind of antsy. Then I like the Rockets, the Houston Rockets money line. Now let's go back to the college ticket before we get out of here, and you can rewind this and watch this again. Thank you for viewing. Please like, share, subscribe, comment if you're on YouTube or even on Facebook. It don't matter. Just engage with me. Let me know if I'm right or I'm wrong. All right, now the Houston Cougars from basketball. College basketball. We got Clemson money line. We got North Carolina Tar Heels money line. We got Arizona on Wildcats money line on the road facing Arizona State. Remember, Arizona, not Arizona State money line. We got Louisville money line against SMU. We got Arkansas money line against Kentucky, and then we also have Gonzaga money line against St. Mary. So here go one more time the NBA picks. There you go. San Antonio, Philly, Miami, Houston. I think, yeah, that's everything. And then one last time for the college picks. So the college picks, one more time, we got Houston. We got Clemson. I don't know why I got an A. That's supposed to be an E. That's my bad. I apologize for that. So we got Clemson, North Carolina, Arizona, the University of Arizona Wildcats, not Arizona State. We got Louisville, we got Arkansas, and then we got Gonzaga. So I think that's some pretty dope picks. Let me fix that Clemson thing, man, because man, I'm mad I made that mistake. All right, so there you go with the E. Let me I want to react to something real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. All right, so let's go to Michigan basketball. So I don't know if you guys saw this last night, but this was down to the wire. Michigan and Michigan.
The Michigan Wolverines coming to town to take on Tom Izzo's Michigan State Spartans.
We're gonna skip ahead.
He's athletic.
That's his game. That's his game right there.
Got it up and in.
Well, we respect Tom Izzo, especially at home with a great Michigan State team, to be able to, win this game. You don't see Michigan like they're not playing around. Michigan State gonna close the gap a little bit.
2 for 13 from the three-point line.
They were coming on the inside
tonight
kind of playing
against
slow.
the number 3 team in the nation, and Scott with a steal.
Nice help, Kohler, good D as well.
Fears in traffic, pushes off, hands up, jam with 2 hands.
Wow, that's a bit more reminiscent
Michigan in the second,
Michigan State.
Like the difference.
Gotta get Myron.
And this could change,
There you go.
the Big Ten championship. You see that size, that length.
This kid is some
The length on the inside. I think
Take a
Michigan
three.
State's trying to play
Got that
small
one blocked
ball.
by Lindenborg.
I guess
Ahead of the
change
field
the
to the
personnel that
basket.
they got some young guys on the bench.
High flyer.
Michigan State kind of
This is a
small,
mistake.
but they not fast.
Tom really distraught over that attempt.
When you're making these picks, don't just see who's winning, but why they winning. Look at the matchup.
Germany
See
doesn't
that
make
height
a whole lot of
difference.
mistakes.
The
Michigan,
lob inside, and Cooper with the 2-in.
Michigan State playing small
Nice
ball,
handle.
but they trying to go
Tough
physically
pass.
inside. It works on
Picked
defense.
up Fears. He's got Kohler
kinda
with him.
pissed me on
Here
defense,
comes
but
Fears.
Right there,
All those
gave him a
bodies.
hard time.
And right
You
here,
got
see,
the
Axel
foul
takes
and
away
one.
that
Give him a
passing
hard
lane.
time.
Overs in this
Getting
game.
that.
They've got
You got some
4
more
in
lift.
this
That's an
half.
easy layup.
And we got 16 minutes left.
not using the
Fears
outside shot.
sliding. Hang. 6 to shoot.
So they
Cheddar,
close the gap, like I
cross court.
said.
McKinney.
You're going to see Michigan
Step
still
back
use,
jumper
like,
in the corner.
Wow.
outside shooting and lift. You would expect
So many
smaller
great
teams to
point
go there.
guards in the history of this program.
How do you do
Nice
it?
slot goaltending is the
Send them to
call.
the line.
Count
Don't
the
make it.
basket.
And this is just great lob.
I just want to show you guys
walk-up by
that, like, why Michigan won. Why Michigan won. It's adjustments that could be made. It's a chess, game with coaching. But right now, Michigan kind of got the leg up on Michigan State. But that's going to be the show for the day. Putting them picks in.